Hey, it's me, the N to the J to the B. Listen, y'all ain't gonna believe this. Y'all ain't gonna believe what happened. I guess I can show you.
First off, while attempting to park between this and this, I did this. Oh, and it was nighttime. My friend was a good sport about it, but I felt terrible. Still, bright and early the next morning, I got back into the van for the last hurrah to sort out important things like this. A fascinator I made at a hat workshop. Books are always difficult for me. Some other memoirs were less difficult to part with. I found journals from decades ago full of issues that today I would solve in 5 minutes. And lots and lots and lots of photos. How do you part with handwritten letters from your late grandparents? Or ultrasound photos of your nephew, who is now 17 years old?
I have the sniffles and my throat is scratchy. I'm not sure if it's because I'm coming down with something or if it's because I've been going through. Well, one box in particular was really dusty. The others were okay. And so I've taken an antihistamine and we're gonna see. I thought isn't this always what I say? I thought this would be easier than it is. It's not horrible, but I did think it was going to be easier than it is because I forgot about some of the things that are in here that I'm getting rid of. I know that the photos are going to family. But I have like just other, like mostly mementos and things like that. And some I've taken a picture of just so I'll have it in my phone if I ever want to look at, oh yeah, I remember such and such. But there are some other things too. I don't know what to do with like hard drives. Like, what do you do with those? I'm not sure exactly what's on them. I can't take all of them. I have some camera equipment, not camera equipment, but microphone equipment for filming. I took some of it. I forgot that I left some of it here. Oh, that can go. I got some camera bags, really nice camera bags, and just things like you would like to see go to somebody. But I don't want to junk up my friends' houses either, and nobody has asked me for a camera bag, so I'm assuming they don't need them. But like this, maybe I'll take this in the house and see if it works. I'd have to wipe the hard drive. This is a very old MacBook Pro. It weighs like 900 pounds. Actually, I think it's a MacBook. I don't think they made MacBook Pros then, but the battery kept swelling, so it only works when it's plugged in. But yeah, there are things in here that I'm like, okay, what do I do with this? I have to determine if things fit into my life now or if they are realistically likely to fit into my life in the future. I'm going to show you this. I was collecting sports cards. I don't know. Are they worth anything? I don't know. These are the first NBA Olympic team, the whole set. And I don't know if they're worth anything. My uncle deals in sports memorabilia. I may put this in the box with the photos, and he can take a look. He can have whatever he wants, and you know, if he want to kick me a little something, if he makes a few dollars, I'm not mad at that. So this is what I'm doing. It's about 8:30 in the morning, something like that. And I have to return the truck at 7 p.m. So all this stuff got to go somewhere. Now, I could probably ask a friend or two to keep a box because I'm still having a hard time. I thought I had prepared myself emotionally to get rid of my artwork, which is in another friend's storage unit, and I want to get it out of there. So I may kick the can down the road a little bit, and ask a friend, can I keep one box of stuff at your house? And until I figure it out, and hoping that this scratchy throat situation goes away. All right, let me get back to work. I'll see y'all in a bit. I'm also listening on audiobook, hence the headset. I'm listening to We Should All Be Millionaires by Rachel Rogers. Even though I have not attended the From Lack to Legacy trading study sessions for the last couple weeks, and we're reading this book. I'm reading. I'm behind where they are, just because life been lifing, but I'm reading because I'm committed to leveling up. All right, this is the cleanup. All right, all right. Talk to you soon. Bye. My grandfather's cameras. You know, I have a friend here who's a photographer. Ugh. That bag is so dusty and worn. After he passed, I asked my mother to send me his cameras, but I can't, I can't just what I'm gonna do with them, in Mexico. And the salt water will probably ruin them soon anyway. So look at these. I don't know. These kinds of things, I know you can't be bound by stuff, but these are things I'll never get again. That dusty bag gotta go though.
Limited edition nail polish for She Shed Cheryl. And I can't throw away my mama's poems, can I? Greeting cards with my original artwork that were once sold in a gift shop.
My shoulder hurts. I don't know what I did. It hurts really bad.
I had also saved a number of greeting cards from years gone by, including this one from a subscriber who's always been supportive. Thank you. You know who you are. Notes from when I wrote the scripts for Linked by Love, and notes from when I was in breast cancer treatment. Look at this last sentence here. Last thing I wrote in this journal. Early artwork from before I started taking classes.
All right, I'm about to take a break. I've been out here for 4 hours. Here's where I am, and I can't even believe I'm about to say this, but I'm feeling like I need to rent another storage unit. I know it sounds crazy. I know, but I have tax documents. I have to go through this box of photos because some of them are in albums and have to pull them out. Otherwise, I'm going to end up shipping whole album, heavy albums. What do folks... Oh, what the heck is that? Let me get out this truck so I can run when I need to. But what do folks do with their... I got my diploma over there. I forgot it was over there. My college degree. When you're gallivanting around the world or whatever you're doing, what do folks do with these things? All right, I'm gonna get out this truck for a minute. It's 1:02 p.m. right now, so I'm just gonna, change the scenery, decide exactly what I'm doing, and right now I am really leaning toward, and I cannot believe this. Okay, I don't even want to say the words no more. All right, bye. Just letting y'all know, we're taking this U-Haul truck back. My friend has been a tremendous help to me. Oh my goodness. All right. Wait till I tell y'all. I'll give y'all the recap. All right. Okay, look. I know y'all probably she did what? Yes, I rented another storage unit. Okay. And I was beating myself up pretty badly because y'all know when I left here in February, I did not want another storage unit. I didn't want a storage unit to begin with. And I just didn't have enough time to go through all of my things. I needed more time. So I hired this company, Clutter, to pick my stuff up and get it out of my friend's house. My friends was very gracious for letting me take over the living room for a few days, but I don't like to impose on people like that. Plus, I couldn't get through all of it. Plus, I was about to lose my mind. So, when I found a company that was able to pick my stuff up, wrap it up, take it away, I was like, yes. And it was $80 a month. It was an introductory rate or something like that, $80 a month, but I had to give them an 8-month commitment. This is the 8 months, eighth month, so I knew I had to get here and get my stuff. The first time they were supposed to deliver it, they texted me in under 20 minutes. 20 minutes from the start of the delivery window, saying they weren't coming due to operational issues. And then I also had an email saying that they might charge me $200 for canceling when I didn't cancel. So, I contacted their customer service. I found out their customer service is not in the US, and they outsource their customer service, which a lot of companies do. That in and of itself isn't a big deal, but they couldn't give me any further information, and they told me to wait 24 to 36 hours to reschedule my appointment. And I had no faith that anybody would show up then. But they did. The bottom line is that Clutter Storage did show up. I would never use them again for the simple reason that you can't go get your stuff. Like, they could be stored anywhere and they'll bring it back to you, which is nice. So if you're moving from, this house and your new house will be ready in 2 months or whatever, they bring your stuff back. That may work for you, but not being able to contact the company to deal with customer service issues like, I flew in from Mexico. I'm waiting on my stuff. I made this appointment 2 months ago, and now y'all have canceled right before you're supposed to be here, and you didn't give me a reason why. I find that unacceptable. So I would not use them again for that reason alone. But the movers are courteous, friendly. They're careful with your belongings. They're careful with their surroundings, like they ain't scraping the car up with the dolly and tearing your flow up and all that kind of thing. It's solely based on how they handled that cancellation. It was messy. Give me an explanation. Give me some common courtesy, because I tell you what, if I had canceled, they would have charged me. So they canceled with no reason. Why I ain't getting no money back? Why not? So, okay. So that's done. I got another U-Haul because I had rented a U-Haul. I didn't want to bring my stuff back up in here. So I rented a U-Haul. They didn't deliver. I took the U-Haul back, and after they delivered, because I wasn't sure if they would, I rented another U-Haul and put the things in the U-Haul and went through them there. At a certain point, I realized, just not because of the volume of items, because there really wasn't that much stuff. It was more the nature of the items that I wanted to keep, and the fact that I had to return the U-Haul. I didn't want to just keep paying for a U-Haul to sit here while I decide what to do with stuff. So, one moment. I need to take a couple deep breaths before I talk about this next part. Y'all know I'm learning a lot of lessons right now, a lot of life lessons, and I'm accepting them. One of those lessons is to not let, that while striving for perfection, because I want everything to be perfect. We want everything to be perfect all the time, don't we? But while striving to be perfect, sometimes progress has to be good enough. And when to just accept, okay, well, perfection didn't happen. I wanted to come here, clean out that storage unit, get my stuff delivered, go through stuff. Okay, this goes to Goodwill, this goes to the trash, this goes to the library, and this I'm keeping. Boom, we done. Well, that did not happen because I got in there. I was like, okay, I already talked to my mother about sending family photos to her, and I was going to put everything in a box and ship them off yesterday. And as I went through and saw exactly what I had, I'm like, I cannot. First of all, there are a billion of them. There are a billion family photos, and many of them are albums. I'm like, okay, it's going to cost me a fortune to ship these heavy albums, even though I plan to send them via media mail, which is cheaper. It's you can send books and magazines and archival quality stuff cheaper if you use media mail. Just that's a tip if you need to send things like that. But still, all these heavy photo albums. So I started pulling the photos out of albums. Some of them have been in there longer than I've been alive. And so I had to take care with them, and it was taking too long. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to put all the photos in a book. I did take all the photos that were in frames. I took them all out. I need to get that truck back. Also, I'm like, there's some other things in there. There are my like clippings, reels that I have, newspaper articles, like stuff like that. Like, what do you do with that? I found my my degree, my university degree in there. I'm not throwing this away, but I don't want to take it to Mexico right now. Yeah. So I decided that the best course of action was to do what my friend suggested when I told him that I had rented a van and was going to load everything there. He was like, why don't you just get a storage unit, have everything delivered there, and go through it as you have time? Like, you can just be in there and go through it. And I didn't want to mess with it because everything was already set up. I set it up 2 months ago. And I also thought, okay, but if I have this U-Haul van, at least I have wheels. Like, I can go here and there. I can handle my own stuff. And I did some measure of that. But he has helped me tremendously, both with lifting stuff. My shoulder feels better today. It's still a little, I don't know what I did, but I did something. So he did the heavy lifting yesterday afternoon, and just like logistical stuff. When the guy in the office was telling me how to get to, y'all know, I think I've told you before, I get lost. That I have some strong suits, and not getting lost is not one of them. So when the guy was like, oh, this is how you get to your storage unit. You go this way, and then when you see the Jeep, you go the other way, and going up the stairs is the most direct, quickest way. But if you got heavy items, there's a lift. And I was like, one moment, please. And I went and got my friend out the truck. I was like, can you come in? And so I said, would you tell him? And so he told him. And it was nice. It was nice to have that kind of help. And so today, we went by the Goodwill yesterday, and we went by the library branch that I went, that I normally go to, because I've been donating books for years. Isn't in this particular neighborhood. It's not in this area. So he's like, let's go to this, to this library. And we went, and they said they don't take donations. Only the other one in town takes donations. So also we stopped by Goodwill, and they said that they were full. Like, they had accepted all they could accept. They needed to process things overnight, and told us to come back today. We'll be leaving here shortly. So all of those things, we had to take the truck back. So we loaded all of those things into his vehicle, which is pretty new. So I'm really appreciative for people who are helping me navigate in my time of need. I have largely been, I don't think anybody is like self-made or, an island. You know how they say no man is an island, no woman is an island either. But throughout my life, as much as possible, I've done as much as I could on my own, because I don't like to impose on folks. My grandparents would always say, don't make people glad to see you twice. Glad to see you come and glad to see you go. And also, I'm often a friend that people turn to, I'm resourceful. Like I have a certain skill set that makes me good for that. But I have a hard time asking for help. So that's another life lesson, is in this season I have needed help, and I'm glad to have people who have helped me, really, because nobody, again, acts of service is my love language, because I recognize nobody has to do a thing for me, and so I'm grateful. All right, we're gonna get out of here. But the storage unit, I'm paying quite a bit less now. I'm paying $56. It's for a much smaller unit. I mean, it's all the space I need, and I could even throw a couple more things in there if I wanted to. I have some more time here in LA to think. Now I know what's in there. I didn't know what was in storage before. I was like, just everything in here, just get it. Just come get it and take it out. Now I know what I have. I know what needs to be done. I know I have to go through the photos. I know my tax documents are in there. Like there's just certain things. I don't think I can. I don't think I can throw this stuff away. I gotta find out what folks do when they leave the country, or they, are backpacking around somewhere, and you living out of 2 suitcases. Where's your stuff? Where are you putting your things? I have kicked the can down the road a little bit, but I've made progress. Okay, it's not perfect, but it's progress, and for now, that's gonna have to be good enough. It ain't what I planned, but it's all right. I'm lining up times to get together with friends this week. I got all my tax documents to my accountant. She stopped by earlier today to bring me some copies of paperwork that she told me she was going to bring me, and that's underway. So I feel like I'm making progress. I started today off with a meditation. It was about finding the light, always finding the light, finding the sunshine, finding the good in every situation. I want to do more of that. Less complaining, not in the fake way where everything's wonderful. I mean, my leg fell off, and somebody died, and my cat got ran over by a car, but everything's one. I'm never gonna be that person. I don't want to be want to be that person. That's a toxic positivity. Are things perfect? No, usually they're not. And I know I can get into the habit of, okay, I want things to be perfect. I want stuff to go smoothly. So where are the holes? Where are the issues, so that I can fix them? Not intending to be negative. It's just, okay, all right, this is fine. Where's the problem? But then I end up looking for problems, or coming on the channel and talking about the problems. And don't nobody want to hear that all the time. And I don't want to be in that place all the time. So I'm working on always finding the light. All right, well, yeah. An acknowledgement of, okay, well, this is what I was aiming for. This is what I hit over here. Have I made progress? Yeah? Okay, then I'm winning. It's a win. A win is a win, and I will be accepting all wins. So that's something that I'm working on. All right, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Here, I'm going to show you what it looks like outside. Hang on. Well, I was about to go to the door, and somebody knocked on the door, and it was this guy. He's running for city council. I told him, I can't vote for you. I don't even live here. And amongst the people who live here, one is out back taking doing a video conference or something like that. And The other one has left the room. I think she may be in the shower. Okay, here, let's look at some stuff. Let's go out here. Pretty view. Isn't it pretty? Nice blue sky, nice flowers. All right, nice, quiet, sleepy neighborhood. Yeah. So that's what it looks like out here today. It's a little warm. Not bad. I am not complaining because it's not humid. It's not humid at all. Hey, I always wave at you when I look into a mirror. And this is what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a dashiki today. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I got for you today. Thank you for watching. Please remember to give me a thumbs up. Please remember to subscribe and click that bell so you'll be notified when I upload a video. And I'll see you again soon. All right, bye. I just wanted to take a picture.